Again, my name is Wesley Young, and our company is Senior Solutions Consulting. And for the past 22 years, we've been helping families find care options and way to pay for care. So in determining what kind of care options are available, that can be very, very difficult because a lot of folks don't know what type of care is available. So, nowadays we don't have phone books. The internet's very helpful, but you have to know what you're looking for. So there are many, I guess not so many professionals out there that actually just do benefit planning for the areas of assisted living and nursing home benefits. So with the benefits like Medicaid waiver and VA benefits, people can get help paying for assisted living, in-home care, and nursing home care. So, I would suggest that you talk to at least one or two, maybe three professionals that specialize in the area of benefit planning only. It's a very stressful time in people's lives. You need to get good information, and you should have all your options and the best information possible when you go to make those decisions that could affect the rest of a spouse's or a loved one's life. So, we offer a free consultation here at Senior Solutions to explain all of your benefit options. Often people come in thinking they want VA benefits to help pay for long-term care, but it ends up that maybe a different program might be helpful. So again, seek out as much information as you can. A lot of times the social workers will be advising you, facilities will be advising you, your neighbors will be telling you what you should or shouldn't do. So again, talk to a couple of professionals that specialize in the area and get the information you need. The benefits are great, and everybody should be entitled to get them.
I agree. I think the hardest part is just finding what you're eligible for and finding those experts, because I think that families aren't really aware of what's available and all of the benefits. And to do that, it just seems very daunting, I think, and overwhelming because you get all of that different information. So thanks for sharing that. Any specific, where would you go to even find resources and experts in this area, Wesley?
Obviously, if you do look on the internet for long-term care benefit planning, make sure you're searching in the state you're in, and make sure you're checking on the years that are current. A lot of times, I'll look up information and find out that I'm looking in Missouri from 2019 or something, and that information really isn't relevant. So, best is just ask around, ask facilities. The business office managers are very helpful at recommending folks who can help, and get advice from friends and neighbors, kind of like you might with a realtor. Find out and then talk to two or three different folks. Again, it's important because after a hospital stay, Medicare will pay for a fair amount of time in a facility, a short time, usually maybe 20 days or so. And then you kind of have to make a decision of where you're going to go. You either kind of go home or you don't, right? And if you don't, it can get really expensive real fast. And when it comes to benefit planning, especially for Medicaid, which helps pay for assisted living and long-term care, there's many, many things that can trip you up. Miller's trusts, life insurance, vehicles, houses, investments, savings, whether you're married, whether you're single, kind of all those things, or any one of those things can trip you up. So, you need to come in and bring as much information as you can. If you can have a good knowledge of the income, assets, and expenses, when you sit down with a professional, then you'll get a much better detailed plan as to what your options are going forward. So again, we offer free consultation. Come on in, sit down and ask all the questions, and bring as many family members and your trusted confidants as possible. We can Zoom family members from out of state, but again, talk to professionals, get as much information as you can, and then make your best decision that you can.
Is there ever a time that it's too early to apply, or is this something that you can do at any point once you turn 65 or older? Is there any, is it too soon or too early to do that?
I would say at age 65, it might be too early to apply. That would be a good time to talk about long-term care insurance, or slightly before that, because that's when it's most cost effective to purchase. But the best time to seek someone out like myself or a peer is when you get a diagnosis of dementia or Parkinson's, even the very first diagnosis of something that you kind of know is going to, where that's going to go, early diagnosis of dementia, someone can stay home for a while, 4, 5, 6 years, but we kind of know where that's going to go. And the longer that you give us, the better we can protect assets and get things in the right spot and bring the other spouse up to speed. It's kind of sad when we see a family come in and, maybe the husband's done the finances for all those years and he has a health issue. And now all of a sudden I'm dealing with the spouse or the wife, and she doesn't know where the money is or what, and the kids don't know. Or we'll have a 100-year-old come in with a 72-year-old kid and they've never heard what mom and dad have. So it never hurts to consolidate, to have a good hold on what it is you've got, to bring your kids in. When your kids are 70 years old, I don't think they're stealing out of your purse anymore. So it's a good time to bring them in and let them know what you got. I would say whenever there's a health scare or whenever one spouse passes away and it leaves a spouse alone that might be older, it would be a good time to sit down and have that talk, especially about what benefits are available. Because if you can do in-home care, you might want to pick that up sooner than waiting to have to go to a facility.